my maiden name too. So where were we before we started? We were both working together for a surf shop. We were both doing buying end. Me personally, I was doing swimmer buying. I bought sunglasses, did home accessories. She was buying footwear. So before this, I also worked in retail since I was 16. So I'm kind of like, I've never really strayed from that. So I know I wanted to stay in retail for the rest of my life, and here we are. Inspiring the opening of the store kind of started with us working together. It's funny, we both kind of wanted to do this ever since we were both young. And then somehow our paths aligned perfectly. And we're sitting at our job and we're kind of tossing around the idea, and yeah, I feel like we both started looking and like still we're like not so serious about it. And we're like, you know what, like we both wanted to do this, like let's go for it. If we fail, we fail. At least we could say that we wanted to do it, we tried to do it.
I would say the best parts for me is just building relationships with customers. I feel like we call some of them our friends now, that they just come in every week like to see our new products, just to see what's up, what's going on. They're even involved in like our personal lives now, which is really awesome. And aside from that, I would just say being able to like let our creativity flow, not having any barriers, just kind of like playing with like whatever we want.
So starting shop, most of the steps came from just kind of like looking into it was really overwhelming, realizing that like there's a lot to do coming into like starting your own business. So we had to break it down into small steps. Of course, all the legal actions came first. Finding a space was a huge part. We knew we wanted to be in Point Pleasant or somewhere in the coastal area to like fit the store like model that we were envisioning. So like after the legal, after finding the space, finally we got to the fun part of buying all the clothing and merchandise. We had to find out like where our capital was coming from. That of course was a huge part, finding the money to support it. Yeah, but basically all of that came down to like finding the systems that we wanted to use, the fixtures, all of that. Kind of just like tried to scrap pieces together just to figure out our vision.
So since being open for about a year, there's definitely been ups and downs. I would say the ups are definitely seeing the business flourish, just seeing returning customers come in, really loving our product. The downs would probably just be the finances, like not really getting a paycheck. So we wanted to invest everything back into the business. So that would probably be like the toughest struggle. The location definitely is our success, being in a beach town. We definitely have foot traffic. We're located between two really popular restaurants. So we definitely get people popping in and out. The downtown area in Point Pleasant is super busy in the summertime. People make a whole day out of it. They go get lunch, they just pop into all the shops, which is really cool. So yeah, we have a public parking lot right across the street, so people get out of their car and they literally see us, which is a great aid to our success. So how we decide to sell things in the store, a lot of it's based off trends, which trends move so fast nowadays with social media. So really keeping an eye on what's going on. So besides that, we try to keep a lot of basics that people makes it easy to grab. We try to focus on a certain demographic, but we like to keep something in the store for everybody.
Honestly, like we worked together for a while, so we kind of knew what took each other, like what ticks for each of us. So I feel like we don't really bump heads ever, and then we both have like an easygoing personality, so I feel like that really helps for it. And we kind of like know how to work together to solve problems. Like if we have a disagreement, I feel like we're both like easygoing enough to kind of like wiggle through it and figure it out together. We don't really get angry or anything like that. Everything kind of works well together.
So in the next couple of years, we aspire the shop to really just grow as a whole, obviously. Within our location that we're in now, it's only been a year. We're kind of tough on ourselves, but to see how much we've grown already. When we started, if you like look around the shop, we were like, how do we have enough product to sell? But looking at it now, our store is fully stocked, which is just crazy to see. We'd like to eventually open up another location, definitely grow the online presence as well.
That's good.
That was so rambling.
No, it's totally good.